All right, so this is the first session of the Shaklee Success Series. This is the second year in a row that we've done this. So this year is a little different in our lineup, but we're going to talk about discovering how to grow your business now, being the theme of this webinar, using the Path to Success roadmap without suffering from information overload and confusion. Who here has seen the roadmap already? You know exactly what I'm talking about, just to make sure I know what kind of crowd I have here. Gail's seen it, and Pat, Sue, Sandy. By the way, Sandy, how did your webinar go? Yeah, good point. Make sure when you guys are typing that if you want other people to see it, change the "to" all panelists and attendees. Otherwise, you might be only sending your chat to like one person, nobody else is seeing it. So in Las Vegas, as you guys know, I believe many of you did go. Go ahead and just type out whether you did or did not go. And well, way to go, uplines who showed up. So my recommendation for that case, Sandy, is you just save the recording and then pass that out to your team so they can just go and watch the recording. So lots of people were there, lots of people were not. So I'm sure most of you know that Shaklee launched several new products and some exciting updates to the back office. Let me just get rid of this here. There we go. Roger called their updates a digital revolution. They also showed a path called the Path to Success, or a plan, sorry. This is essentially really known as a marketing funnel. It's a process. I believe it was Rick Seymour that had something to do with this. I don't know if I'm correct on that or not. Anyways, I'm excited to see that Shaklee is moving in this direction, but after spending the last 12 years helping Shaklee distributors, like you guys with their digital marketing, I can see some challenges, and one is the implementation. What Shaklee's teaching is bang on. I love to see that they're stringing things into a process, but there are a lot of moving pieces to all of this, and it's easy to become overwhelmed and not know how to start or how to do it. And also, what kind of one of my core objectives for tonight is to help you see how YFP, how Freedom Project, fits in with that, so that you don't feel like you're torn between trying to do two different things. There are going to be some things that Shaklee does that you prefer, and you use that over what we offer. And there'll be some things that we offer that you prefer over them, and that's okay. There's no need to feel bad about it or anything like that. You've just got to go with what tools are suitable for you at that time. So that's really my point, is to help, because I find that often people have this conflict where they feel like YFP is one way and Shaklee is another way, and it's either a this or a that. And I don't feel it has to be that way, and I'll explain why in a bit. So we are recording this class. We are going to archive it in the training center next week if you miss it, and you can get there by going to yourfreedomproject.com. This is a 4-week session. We love questions. If you've got a question that you really want to make sure that we get, put it in the Q&A. So Erica, you put in hello from New Jersey. Hello, everybody, but no one else will see that because it's in the QA. So make sure you're not clicking on the QA for that. Just put that in the chat, and then that would be the perfect spot for a question such as, well, whatever a key question would be. So that you definitely want us to answer, and then it doesn't get buried in all of your guys' chat, okay? Jackie Anderson is having some troubles with sound. Maybe Elaine, you could message her and see if you could give her some guidance, as everybody else is having no problem. So in this series, you're going to learn how to market your brand and create interest in what you're offering, build a thriving, loyal customer base, nurture and upgrade existing customers, sponsor distributors in a duplicatable way, train your team, and set them up for long-term success, plus much more. Hey, Susan, nice to see you. Hopefully you're feeling better after your surgery. In this series, you're going to learn the first one while we're dealing with this today is the Path to Success. Next week it's how to connect and generate leads. Session 3, how to share and sponsor, and how to build and multiply. So I'm basically breaking down the Path to Success, and then this is the overview, and then we're going to just narrow down into its individual pieces over the next 4 weeks, and then again, make sure you know how it all fits in. Now, some of you may be new here where you're not familiar with us here at YFP. My name is Jody Stieg, otherwise known as Coach Jode. I am a Shaklee kid. I've grown up in the business. I was almost 9 when my parents started back in 1981. And I created my own business and created tools for my business and for my family that ended up helping me so much that other people wanted to use it. So I ended up creating this business so that I could make sure it all ran for you guys. And then it just got to the point where this is, it sort of took over my life. So I let my team roll up into my parents, and this is what I'm doing. So Your Freedom Project was actually created back in 2005. It's actually an evolution of my parents' offline system, because we didn't want to drive everywhere, do everything in person to grow a Shaklee business. So if anyone of you can relate to that, we're on the same page. We also wanted a duplicatable process where we could plug our team, into no matter where in the world they were. And we didn't really have that. We had a great offline system, but it wasn't something that we could plug into people who were not around us. We didn't want to be limited by our technology skills, the clothes we wore, the car we drove, or the places we lived. We wanted a better way. So we've evolved now, and we're a team of almost 40 people, and this is all we do is basically create websites and manage people's social marketing campaigns, and we're basically your pit crew in the race for Shaklee success. So what started out as a simple lead capture site and just a set of PowerPoint presentations has evolved into a complete all-in-one solution to help you build online. And our tools, process, and training helps you gain confidence, because you'll always know what to do next to grow your Shaklee business. So there you go. There's a bit about us. So whether you're a total introvert and you want to grow your business through blogging, or you're a social butterfly who hates being in front of the computer, our system can fit your needs. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean that you can't talk to people. So we don't have a tool that allows you to just hide. We just have some ways where you can be, where you don't have to drive around and do physical stuff, right? But you're still going to have to do presentations and talk to human beings. So, so now with our virtual assistance service and social marketing 365 services, also known as Facebook Marketing 365, we really can say that YFP works for you. So this is our motto. We believe Shaklee offers a better way, and well, we want to help you tell the world. So here's kind of a neat result from Gail, who's here right now, who shared with her that her bonus checks have doubled using, she credits the email marketing system and monthly newsletters. So we get a lot of feedback from that, and we appreciate that. So, all right, so here's a quick path to success overview. One of the objectives, again, of the class is to make sure you know what the path is for, explain the importance of having a path, help you see how the tools and training we offer integrate, and then help you understand the how of building. Shaklee talked about the what. So this is really what the what is. So it's like, you know, what you should do. So do this, do this, do this. But one thing that I want to make sure that we help you with is the how. Because prospecting, marketing, community building, and training, etc., they're all just pieces. But when you can link them together into an orderly sequence, or what's called a marketing funnel, they become incredibly effective. And I'm going to cover the marketing funnel, that kind of how our pieces all chain together next week. So let's just kind of do a 10,000-foot view is really what the path to success is in my view of things. So let's go live, and I'm going to review the path to success, some of the marketing tools that Shaklee offers, and what we support to offer to help you guys out, and go that way. So let me get my page open here, and here I am on the path to success. So just give me a big no if you have a no there, if you have not seen it, so I can just be clear again. Who has not seen this page? So I know if you didn't answer, then that means it's probably a yes or you didn't hear me. So just give me a no. Okay, so Tim, Stephanie, Louise briefly, Ian no, Rhoda, Ruth, nice to see you guys. Okay, so all right, well that's good. This is fresh for you guys. So when you go to this link, okay, I'm going to copy this here. I will give you the link to it so that you guys can go this on your own time. And what's neat about it is they've done a good job with this. Everywhere you put your mouse, you'll notice it highlights out. And I'm going to grab my spotlight here so that you guys can see that. Way to go, Manny. So you'll see the little blue box that surrounds the link when you put your mouse over that. And I'm just going to turn off my video for a bit just so that you don't have me in the way and less distraction. So if I clicked on, for example, this one, create interest and generate leads, you'll notice that it's going to take me to a little page where now it's in a minimalistic format, and then it's going to give me resources that will allow me to go through that. So let me just go back and walk you through it. So basically, here's the Shaklee version, which is really, it's just pretty much same, almost identical to ours, just some of the terminology is made a little bit different, but ultimately it's what I teach, and one of them is connect. Okay, so you want to create interest, generate leads, and then we want to share. So that's basically presenting the business. Then we want to sponsor and enroll. And then we want to, now there's two, basically, I like the way they've done this. So it basically breaks it into either yes to product or yes to opportunity. If they say yes to product, okay, then you'll see you're just going to focus on providing excellent customer service, building relationships, and obtaining referrals. So that's great. If they say yes to opportunity, well, then you're going to want to coach them through these steps, which is to build, start building, to multiply, and then reap the rewards. Now, I've been using a training sort of methodology or term that's pretty much identical to this, except what I say is this. The first thing you got to do is attract traffic and then capture leads. So here they say generate leads. I say capture leads, which is quite the same. The reason I say capture is because you do need to collect their follow-up information. So just simply generating a lead where someone says, I'm interested, but you have no way of following up with that, that's a problem. So, okay, so that's my terminology. So the connect for us is the attract traffic and capture leads. But the connection is also, does go a little bigger than that, in the sense that you've got to find some way to get that traffic there. And that connection can come from, talking to one person a day, sharing your personal story on social, basically doing what's called like curiosity page posts, and inviting people to events. And as you guys saw last week with our wellness webinar, we're putting on events for you, what's called mothership events that you can invite your customers to. And I also will be encouraging you guys to be doing some sort of business opportunity style events, so that you've got a place to invite people to learn about the business. So my recommendation for that is probably to team up with people as well, so that you've got a bigger group instead of maybe just you and if you've got a very small group, then you'll have a low turnout, and maybe it can be like crickets. So maybe team up with a few people, and then you guys do it in a group, and that gives a little more heat and energy. And then, of course, we're going to move on and talk about, so obviously discover their needs, ask questions. That's kind of just basic prospecting 101 stuff. And then when you move into the share category, that's where you're going to be sharing either a video, or for us, if it's warm market, we recommend, you may not necessarily need a video if they're willing, if they know you well enough, and you can basically lock them down for an appointment. I would go for that. I wouldn't worry about videos unless they were humming and hawing, and it was kind of like that would be sort of the next place that I go to. So, and now that's not, that many people and even us have talked about, like, get them to your website. But what we have found is cold market, people that don't know you all that well, you are better off to send them a video, because here's my thinking, and tell me what you guys feel about this. If somebody knows you, they don't want to watch your video. They just tell me what you got, right? But if they don't know you, I don't really want to talk to you, just show me your video. So give me a yes if you guys agree with that. Who's with me on that? If you know me, you just want to just give me your spiel. Like, I don't want to watch your video and, whatever. Just tell me what it is. However, right? That's the reality. If I don't know you all that well, you know what? I don't really want to talk to you and have you try to sell me something, so just give me your video and then bug off. So that's kind of the way we've approached this. And in fact, we're going to make an adjustment to our pipeline where we will have, I'll show you later, like a warm path and a cold path for that. So what I want to help to clarify for you guys is that, again, this is the what. So the what is to, yes, share Shaklee. Shaklee does provide a few options of how you can do that, but so do we. So I want to make sure that you guys know what our alternatives are. And I'm not saying that theirs by any means are bad. In fact, you may love doing the LYL presentations and doing the live younger, longer stuff, and that's fantastic. But then there's our stuff, because you may find that it's not enough, right? Or there's certain ways we do things that you like. And so, again, it's up to you to how you pick and choose to do this. So with regards to the opportunity video, actually, our plan has been to include that I'm considering basically an addition to your hub site. So, and it's one of the reasons why I do these kind of classes, is I do want your guys' feedback. So here's what we're planning to do. And I'm not sure if Carol, yeah, good. Carol's here. So this was your question, is how do I just, bypass the mini office outlets and get them in the classroom? As of now, Carol, there is no way to do it. What you can do though is shortcut them to the tour page, or you go to the tour page yourself, fill in their name and email, and then just create like a dummy password, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just send them to the login page and let them go in, right? So that's the shortest way around it if you want to do that. But what my plan is to actually have an updated Work With Me page. So the Work With Me will be almost identical to this. We'll change the text a little bit. But then down at the bottom where they go to fill in their name and email and all that on your hub site, okay, which I'll explain more what a hub site is later, that is going to be the easy way to get them inside your classroom. Because we know that you are working with two different types of people. So this is the bypass. I'm not going to bother showing you a video. Just let me show you the classrooms, or at least classroom 1. And if you're open to it, then fantastic. If not, well, then that's it. But the thing that we have felt is we really want them to hear it from you. If they know you, then here, go to a video, and then maybe they start doing all this searching online and they just get in deeper than they need to do. They need to be. So what do you guys think about that? Say you're confused if you are. That all makes no sense. Or if you're with me and you're excited about that, please fire in your feedback, because your feedback is what tells us that we should actually do it. And if nobody cares, then I won't spend the money on it, honestly. So if you like having that bit of a skip, then that's the way to go. Plus, it also puts a little more behind your hub site. So you can say, here, go to my, my main site, my personal website, and then I just want you to click here and, let's get you inside that classroom. So, okay. And again, it's still up to you guys. How you choose to do it is totally up to you. I'm just here not to tell you exactly how to do the business, but to make sure that I give you the tools and the simplest way that I can that allows you to do it in whatever way you want to. That is really what we are trying to do. So, okay. And yeah, we also realize that the mini office outlets movie is not for everyone. Eventually we will probably actually just phase that out. So because it's really hard for us to maintain. And my preference is that we will actually build you a couple lead capture pages that will be targeted based on like a lead capture page with a Shaklee video in it, right? That will be for teachers, a lead capture page for, like medical professionals, something like that. So that you guys have a few different target markets that you could approach. And that's what I would love feedback from is, who'd you like to target? So maybe we have something where basically the imagery, the text, it'll be the same video pretty much. It'll be like the same Shaklee opportunity video for everyone, but the imagery and then what we say will just be a little different for each person. So whether it's someone who's like a career person, or whether it's somebody who's, like a home-based mommy, obviously it should be a little bit different. So that would be, well, now Gail, it wouldn't be targeted videos because it's very difficult to make videos. It takes us so long to make them. So we really aren't going to go down that path of making videos anymore. But if Shaklee will produce great videos beyond what they have, then we would put them in. So that's really what we want to do. We just want to put Shaklee videos into something that we can kind of frame the message in there. That's the plan anyway. So the share Shaklee opportunity, obviously the opportunity video itself is in Shaklee, .tv, but I believe in lead capture. To me, if it's not someone who's warm market and they're cold, I want you guys to be able to connect with them for follow-up. So they got to give you something to watch. That is my preference. So great. Thanks for your feedback there. So fire it in there so my team can take notes of that. Okay. So I'm not going to get into all the little bits and pieces of this. I mean, you guys know what some of these things are, but we can do deep dives later. Then of course, sponsoring and enrolling. So for us, it's bringing them through the classrooms. And as you know, we are going to make we're going to shorten the classrooms a little bit coming soon. And we've already revamped Classroom 1. And I had one of our Freedom Project members, Charisse, I don't see her here tonight, but yeah, this is as big as I can get it. There you go. Hopefully that's a little bigger for you, Sandy. I did have somebody present the Classroom 1 where I got to watch, and it was fantastic. I mean, she did it in 30 minutes. It was great. So very excited about that. So anyways, our new Classroom One is going to really help you guys for sponsoring new builders. Now, another change we're going to make is because here it says yes to the opportunity. So help the distributors create their 1, 2, 3 personal plan with HealthPrint. So we've already done it in my mock-up design, where we are going to integrate HealthPrint into Classroom 2, and then it'll be also into the Smart Start. So it'll just remind you to do that. So that's one of the things in the way that our system is laid out, is that you get to see all the pieces that this explains, and then it's just there. You don't have to remember, oh, that's right, I got to remember this thing. It's just, you click on Classroom 1 and it's going to be there for you. Okay, and then the Smart Start is also part of this getting started phase. And then, of course, the build section, that is going to be more like Shaklee University and connecting them to your Facebook group. Now, if I could, is anybody interested in seeing my updated Facebook strategy with groups? It's really a beta. And I mean, that is kind of what we're here for tonight, is to talk distributor business stuff. So if you don't mind, this won't be a rush presentation quite the same way like I did last week. So what I wanted to show you is this. This is a mock-up that I've done, and this is a test. This is not exactly, it may change, but I just wanted to show you. Let me zoom it in a little bit so you guys can see here. Okay, so here's the strategy that I have in mind. And as of now, you guys all have a hub site, or many of you do. So that's your personal branding website that everything connects together. Then you have a fan page. And then one of the reasons I recommend a fan page and a group, okay, is you see, then you can run ads to your group. So in the past, we've only encouraged you guys to simply have a Shaklee focused group for your customers, and that's it. But I am now going to, for this, it's not for everybody, but my suggestion would be this. If you've got a small organization, like less than 50 people, I would say forget the focused group. Instead, move to generic wellness. Our 365 team is already prepared and doing it now, where they can help you with that. They can put in content. And basically, it's so that anyone in the world that is interested in wellness can join your group. And you can advertise that group through your fan page. That is not going to happen through your Shaklee focus group, because that's just for customers, people that are already in. So it's very small, and it can be like tumbleweeds in there. So if you don't have a large consumer base, I would not worry about that. I would convert that group into this. And the reason I'm not just saying this because I'm winging this. I do already have some very active distributors. She's a key, and this is what we've been working on, and it's working well for her. So that's why I'm now bringing this to you guys, is it's starting to be proven. So now the Discover Shaklee group, who here knows about our Discover Shaklee Facebook group? That group, guess why I made that? I wanted a group that I could make sure that I could advertise in, and I wouldn't get kicked out, right? Because if I went to Sharing Shaklee or other groups, they may not, their admins may change, and they may decide they don't want me advertising our products, our Shaklee distributor tools in their group. So I realized I better make my own group, right, that I can have control over. So I started at 0, and now we have 1,700 people in that group. And I run ads, and I promote the group, and do all kinds of things to get people in the group, and I will teach you guys how to do that too. But right now, the men's fitness, they've got a men's fitness group. It's got like 7 million people or 1 million. It's ridiculous. There's some really big nutrition-oriented groups. But right now, most of you have been trying to get into other people's groups and then do your thing, but you get kicked out and there's problems with it and all that. My suggestion is why not have your own group full of people that you invite and bring in there, right? And then, this is the idea. Then you move the people in that group down here to your newsletter, okay, your blog, your lead capture components, also into messenger bots that I'm not going to talk about now, but it's coming. I'm teaching you that down the road. And then into your wellness center. So we've either built it all for you already, or we will be doing this for you, like offering messenger bot, either training, or VAs will set it up for you, et cetera, et cetera. And Messenger is where you want to be, because it's just got such a high open rate. So you run ads from your fan page, moving them into your group, right? Then and of course a variety of other ways, if you want. You don't have to run ads, but it's just going to power that up. You move them down here into your lead capture components, and then guess what you do? You move them into some sort of a pipeline, which is either a series of presentations or a live webinar or whatever, and then you move them down into your Shaklee organization, which then you move them into your Shaklee focused group. So they might still be in both. So don't get confused. I don't want you guys to even think about this too much. Just go, this is a neat idea, right? And he'll show me and he'll help me. And again, I want you to think, wow, I love the potential and that there's a flow. Because for most of you, you see fan pages and groups and it's just all very kind of piecemealish. But how do you do it? Now, the same can be said for the business. You can do the exact same sequence for the business. And then for those of you that do have large organizations with lots of distributors, I highly recommend that you have a Shaklee group, a team. You might already do that now. And that's for things like recognition, letting your team know about events that are unique to your organization and stuff like that, okay? And that's also, it's a great place to, hey everyone, I'm doing a Zoom classroom with my new prospect, join me, and you can learn how to do it. So you can have what's called ride-alongs, okay? So what do you guys think about that? Give me some feedback, if you will, on does that make sense? Do you understand it? Are you excited about it? Or you're totally lost, you have no idea what I just said. And okay, good. Carol said she's already started a generic one now and strategizing around it. Well done. Okay. So don't worry about how it's going to get done or all that stuff. Just go, okay, I like it. There's a path, and that's what matters. So I can show you a way. That's the main thing you need to think of for now, is that I can show you a way to make this work. Okay. So Susan is saying, are you saying you will have a light campaign that is solely business postings like the bots? I'm not going to answer that at the moment, Susan. That's kind of a one-on-one conversation, and that's going to get some depth into that. So I'll save that for another time. And it's all I'm saying is for now, we're just going to run. It won't be a light campaign. We will run a campaign that gets people to see your group and join your group. That's how that works. We'll talk about later. Okay. All right. So the reason I say that is because here where it says create interest and generate leads, that's the what to do. Talk to one person each day. Well, where are you going to find these people, right? When you're sharing your personal story on social, how are you going to do it? How should you share your personal story? And this is where we fit in. We help you fill in all the blanks. So what they're saying is really bang on. So now I can sort of help you guys with each part and say, okay, you're in this stage, so let's help you with that. So now the multiply and the reap rewards part, well, that's just kind of more like results of doing the multiplying in the building. But let me go ahead and close that, and I will do this again. So what I did want to show you was this. Down along this path, there's quite a lot that's in that path. Shaklee will show you all the tools launched at conference and like opportunity tools, new product tools. There's really a lot in there. So our strength, again, is by taking all of this and organizing it into a very tight sequence. So you know exactly what to do, A, B, C, D. Okay, because the 10,000 foot view doesn't explain all the parts of the puzzle. So, and again, you take what's just a perfect fit for you of ours and Shaklee's, and you put it into the way that fits you the best. And that's how to do it. So never feel like you have to do it in any particular way, our way. I will say this though, if you can do it in a way that you can duplicate, then that is what you're focused on. So that if you're sporadic and all over the place, it's really hard for your customers and your distributors to follow that. So I don't want to get into all the little tiny details, because what I'd like to do is just talk about the tools that we have that help you with that. So connect. Okay, so the first stage is connect. So what tools do we have that can help you? So we've got the personal branding hub site, your blog, and then the lead capture components. Okay, so these are the tools that help you connect. Now we do have the Wellness Center as well. That's part of lead capture, really. And let's talk about share. So we've got the online classrooms, the presentations, and then the trackable videos, which allow you to move someone through a sequence of events that allows them to be educated in OES. So they'll join your team. Then sponsor distributors and again, join. So we've got the Smart Start checklist. And this is just a very simple checklist that tells them what to do from connecting with you on your Facebook page and then getting their mindset ready, their why, setting up their branding, getting them ready to promote, making sure that they've got their basic online assets in place so they can get launched. And then after that, you can move them into Shaklee University and on it goes. So this is what we're specialists in doing. So then build and multiply. So we've got the training center, the wellness webinars, and again, the sponsoring system. So you can see some are working in several different areas. And that's that again at a glance. Just want to double check and see if I see any questions there. Okay, I don't. So fire away if you do have any questions about that. Let's do a quick poll if we could and find out which part of your business do you struggle with the most. If we could go to the polls, we'll give you 15 seconds to answer the question. So is it prospecting, follow-up, email marketing, social marketing, event marketing, team building, or all of the above? Go ahead and let me know. So you got a whole 15 seconds and we are ready to dive at it. I think we must be over the 15-second mark, so let's see the results. And okay, so 41% of you is with prospecting, 14% follow-up. And you know what? I'm going to screenshot this so that I'll remember. And 18% email marketing. So basically the worst of it is the prospecting, or the bigger, I don't know, the worst is the right word, 45% all of the above. Okay, that's the other half of you. All right, so now that I've given you guys sort of the 10,000-foot view, the what, I would like to explain how, again, in more detail, how our tools fit with this and talk about the super bundle. This is my little mini commercial, if you don't mind, to help you guys see, for those of you that are not familiar with it, how it all ties in. So many of you are already on the super bundle, so this will just kind of refresh your memory of, again, what's at your fingertips, but some of you are not. So could you just put in like not, you know, SB. If you're not on the super bundle, could you just type in not SB? So then we will know that you are not, and I'll make sure that I, okay. All right, so Susan, Jackie, Erica, Nancy, great, okay. So basically the super bundle is gonna help you build an amazing Shaklee business with an incredible suite of business tools at the best price for life. The truth is, to find success in Shaklee today, you need a competitive edge and you need leverage. You can't do everything yourself. So now you may wonder, with all that Shaklee offers, I just showed you quite a bit, why would you even need any other tools, right? Well, Shaklee's really good, obviously, at making products. That's what they've always been incredibly good at. That's their specialty. And they're great at providing the operations side of things, such as your online shop, your back office to manage your business, and they're getting better all the time. So where we fit in is we connect the parts that Shaklee doesn't offer to give you a front-end marketing hub. We can also do some things in ways that Shaklee cannot. Shaklee has a lot of legal restrictions and things that they can't do. So that's where we are able to fill that in, from branding. So, you know, Shaklee doesn't do custom design. Shaklee doesn't build websites for you guys on a front end. They build the online shop, that is their end, what we want them to do, and to do better. They can't make lead capture websites for you. And part of the reason for that is because they can't really say, here, do it this one way. They know that people have all kinds of different ways of building. So that's why they have to be a little more general in some sense. Okay, and then marketing funnels, we do that. They don't. Same with, now they have some social components, but we have some that are a little different in that we actually create stuff for you that's, you know, just different. So I'm going to do all the differences of it. One difference is that we do it for you. We go in, we create it, we post it, we manage it, we handle it all like that. So the tools in the super bundle, they can help you market your brand. And we start with your personal branding hub site. So your hub site ties all your web properties into one neatly organized marketing hub. You'll see Jennifer Glacken and other top leaders. Laura Evans, she has her own personal website. But those are very expensive to have someone make for you, and they're really expensive to maintain it. You don't have a team that's going to look after it for you. If something breaks, gets old, you got to go pay them to set it up again. You don't have to worry about that when you use our system. And it's connected to, again, your wellness center, your lead magnets, Shaklee's Health Print, and more. And it includes an About Me section, a Contact Me, a Work With Me, and that's what I was talking about earlier, so that people can get right inside your online classrooms to learn more right through your Work With Me. That's the plan. So your hub site helps you brand yourself, drives traffic to your lead capture sites, amplifies your Facebook marketing efforts, gives you a central place for all your sites. And so that's what that is, and you don't have to do anything with it. You just got to get in there, customize. You can customize the top of it and the color theme so that it's yours and it looks like just yours, but that's it. Then you can stay focused on talking to the people. So you can see it connects to your Shaklee personal website, your lead magnets, like the ebooks we create for you guys, like for 7 ways to improve memory, which will promote mind work, 7 big secrets, which promotes 180, et cetera, et cetera. Again, the wellness center, the blog, as well as all your social spaces. So you don't have to remember 10 different domain names. You just, here, go to my one website and it'll connect to everything else. Now, the super bundle can also help you capture and nurture leads. So it's important to have tools, again, that's going to help you promote valuable content in exchange for people's follow-up details. And so here's a nice bit of feedback from Deanna, who she had 3 people who went into her movie, and she was already bringing them through her classrooms. Now, this is the wellness webinar that I was talking about that we put on for you guys now once a month. Okay, so the super bundle can educate your customers. So again, we are creating and designing events that all you need to do is promote them, get your people to them, and we will do the presenting and then turn them back to you. Next month, if Dr. Browse can do it, if he can confirm, it'll be Dr. Browse. I'm also speaking with Dr. Daggy, and if we can fit, he'll be coming up in October. And I'm going to be bringing in all kinds of other, high-profile professionals that will do a heck of a job. And our specialty is in making amazing design PowerPoints. But I've been holding them myself so far. So I'm excited about that. So, by the way, share with me too. Is there any other names you guys would like to see? Who else would you like to be able to get your people in front of? In my family, we always found if we could connect them to Dr. Browse, our PV went up. So that's why I want to put these people on webinars that are powerfully promoted, well-designed, with solid follow-up. Yep, I got Cheney, I got Dr. Jamie on the list. Yeah, Sandy Bavakwa, thank you for reminding me about her. I've always loved her material. Let's see if we can get her to share as well. Nidra Sar, okay, thank you for that. Roger, hey, if we can get him to come and speak, that'd be cool. Maybe, I think I need a bit of a heavy hitter though. Les Wong, yeah, Kurt, nice. I like him too. Barbara Lagoni, yeah, okay, great. Now with our system, you'll be able to know who registered in your event manager. We can even, if you're on the VA program, we will actually set up a registration page for you. So you'll know, that's how you'll know who registered. Here's Deb Walkland, who's with us tonight. She shared that on our very first one in July, the Digestive Health 101. He bought, her cousin was there watching, ordered 3 products right away. So I was really happy to hear that. Now we also provide weekly wellness emails. So we will write beautiful broadcasts that you can send to your customers and prospects every week, or you can have the VAs do it for you. You'll have emails that will invite people to wellness webinars. You can invite them or update them on what's new and promote new products with these. You'll also know who opened what emails, who clicked which links. And then we've also got pre-written follow-up emails that connect to all your lead capture websites. So you'll have pre-written follow-up emails, broadcast templates. You'll know who clicked. And here's Carol, who sold 6 Get Clean kits. And from her, she said most of those came after my Get Clean YFP emails went out. So way to go, Carol. And by the way, Carol, I think it was you who was talking about Digestive Health 101. You wanted us to update for the Flora DI. We got your message. It's on the list for you. We're first just mapping out the scale of how many changes we have to make before we dive into everything, and then we can deal with that. So VAs rock. Thanks, Carol. I appreciate that. So monthly newsletter. Again, we're going to write, design, and send a professional newsletter for you every month. And we're actually in the middle of sending it this week. So yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we'll be shipping that out. It integrates with your Shaklee personal website. It integrates with your blog. It's written and mailed for you. Now, I would like to just throw this in there quickly and let you guys see, because some of you who are with us don't even realize that we have a newsletter. And if I could, I'd like to just make sure that I show you what it looks like. So it's an easy initial way for us to help you with your business right away. That's one of the things. When you first get into Freedom Project, that's the first thing that we help you do, is we connect all your existing customer base into our weekly email marketing campaign. So they'll get a weekly email, and then finally they will get a newsletter once a month. So let me just show you what the newsletter looks like. And we really appreciate you guys' feedback. We've had some real kind feedback from, like, Susan Hansen shared, and that means a lot to us. We spent a lot of time putting these together. One newsletter is an easy darn near 2 weeks to do. So we're almost always working on the newsletter. So here's what we're covering is new products. So we've broken it down into what the new products are, and then it links to videos, which will link back to your Shaklee personal website. We talked about a comparison of the new Optiflora DI. We've already got the wellness webinar from last week archived inside your newsletter. So that'll also help you. It's talking about the personal health plan builder. Okay. And then we've got some recipes and then some other articles that, again, link to you. So here's an example of an article. If I click on that, you'll see, and it'll take your customers right inside your wellness center. And it's talking about the 4 versions of Vital E. So which one is right for you? And then we go, we have a nice solid article that talks about that, because I know these are the kind of questions that people have. And that's what we do. So we scour your, we scour Facebook groups, and we look for questions that you guys are asking that we know you need resources for. And that's how we build this, so that we make sure that you could just go to the wellness center, and then, maybe you can type in, for example, like B complex. Let me see how this shows up. There we go, 11 health benefits of B complex. And then if B complex is mentioned in any of these will show. So, okay. So how are you guys doing with the wellness center? I mean, it's still fairly new. It's only a year old, and each week we're putting in new content. Are you finding it helpful for your business? Are you using it as a key resource for you? Our goal is to just keep making it better and better, and having it really to be your central zone for you. So you can just keep steering people to this very Shaklee focused content. So, yeah, by the way, thank you, Susan. The picture, you saw my picture on there. So let me just show, just to really clarify. So you're looking at the wellness center. So someone give me their name here, and I'll put in your name. So what's one of your, I think Ellen R. Let's do that. So you'll see this is my version, and this is, I spelled that wrong. I got that wrong. I thought it was Ellen R. But give me your guys' URL if you can remember it all. Somebody. I think I tried Peggy before. There we go. Jeanette and Con. There we are. Did I spell that wrong? Jeanette and Connie. Maybe, Anne, you could give me the name of somebody else's. I just wanted to point out what it would look like for someone else. Let me try Maura. I'm assuming I'm just putting in the wrong address. Either that, or we really are having a problem, and suddenly I'm just getting a wonky error or something like that. Let's just see if I go back. Oh, I know why. Sorry. I've still got that member search results thing in there. That's the problem. It doesn't like that. There we go. It's trying to search for a thing that doesn't exist. There we go. Yeah, it's important that you guys realize this is unique to you. It's your photo. It's your information. There you go. So you can see that I'm in Ellen's. I won't get into it any further than that, but everything else that you guys saw that was personalized to me in Ellen's version will be personalized to her. So, okay. This was great that we heard from Maura saying that she signed a preferred member with a turnaround kit on auto ship. He reached out to her and said, "Hey, I just got your newsletter." In our organization too, just this week, somebody that was in my old downline of like I think it was like a second or third level, just ordered protein or maybe a couple other things. My mom shared that with me because of the newsletter. So now the neat thing is, again, your newsletters and emails all connect to your wellness center. And I won't get into each of the emails now, but you can see at a visual, this is what they look like. So it's got the Wellness Center logo on it, the Wellness Project logo with the Shaklee logo, and it'll have your follow-up information, and it'll all link to you and goes to your Shaklee personal website. You could personalize it too. That's the nice thing about it. So you can adjust these emails a bit if you want. You're not stuck with them the way we write them. If you want to add a little bit to it. So this really allows you to share valuable content to your customers and builders. And it's something that I was talking to my dad about last night, is that this is something we can't lose this heritage of Shaklee. One of the things that I feel has always made Shaklee people different, and Shaklee in general, is that we have led with education. Shaklee people have been on a mission, a crusade to educate the world about nutrition, right? Just type in crusade if you are one of those crusaders. My mom was like that, wanted to tell the world, especially back then when really nobody knew anything about supplementation, and we just bought right into Dr. Shaklee's philosophy, and it was just like, yeah, we were total crusaders. All my friends that would come over, I would tell them about Shaklee, and I would feed them the supplements and stuff like that. So that means we need education. We can't just lead everything with Shaklee, because we love Shaklee because we know it. But someone else, they don't want to hear that right out of the gates. They want to be educated first, then move them into Shaklee. And I am by no means obviously dissing Shaklee by that, but that's just the way the market works. You got to educate them about the reasons, the needs, prime them up. Then you link them to Shaklee as the solution, okay? Right on, David, who says he's an educator. So that's the key. But if you don't have content, right? If you have to make it all yourself, the old days you could like write things out on paper and like photocopy it, and that was acceptable to people. But it's not anymore. So how do you get this content to people and try to build websites and make all this stuff yourself? Forget it. So that's been my mission, is to try to make sure that I can let you guys do what my family has done for all these years and has made us successful, is we just focused on educating the heck out of everyone we knew. We did not sell Shaklee, okay? We promoted content. So I want you guys to type that out in there if you could. I don't sell Shaklee, right? I educate. That's it, okay? I promote content. You promote information. That's what it is. Now, yes, I share Shaklee, but Erica, how are you sharing Shaklee, right? We don't want you to, for me, if somebody's not really in the game for Shaklee, they're not ready for it yet, what I would recommend you do is that you share information that's related to better health and wellness and fitness, and you educate them on how Shaklee's the solution for that. That's the longer way of sort of explaining what that term means, if I share Shaklee. Because if you share Shaklee, then that means you just give away products, right? I'm being obviously matter of fact to it, but I hear that a lot. They say share Shaklee, but what exactly does that mean? How do you share Shaklee? Okay, so the way to share Shaklee in a way that somebody who doesn't know what Shaklee is will be very acceptable to them is you first offer valuable information. That doesn't mean you're not going to say, oh, by the way, I'm a Shaklee distributor. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's what we find to be the best. Because here's the thing. If somebody doesn't go with you on Shaklee the first time you talk about it, then what do? You can't keep talking about Shaklee over and over and over if they're not ready for Shaklee. But you can keep talking about education. You can keep sharing the value and promoting the value of supplementation and promoting the value of avoiding drugs as the only response. You see, guys, what I mean? That could go on and on and on and on and on, right? Whereas Shaklee, there's not a lot you can. I talked about my Lee, that's kind of where it ends. So what else can we do with a super bundle? We can help you find new distributors. The 3-step sponsoring system is what will help you do that. And everything is laid out for you with scripts, guides, and an online prospect tracker. And that's right, Erica, that's exactly it. Educate them about the products and the benefits. You're bang on. So you love how easy it is to explain the Shaklee business opportunity and enroll new builders with our proven step-by-step prospecting and sponsoring system. So what makes up the system is online classrooms, compelling PowerPoint presentations, fun work to give prospects more information when you're not around. And that what it does, it helps you educate prospects into a yes. I love this from Karen Hurd, who had a great customer come back to her, upgrade to a qualified distributor because she guided her through the classrooms. And what she said is she loved the classrooms, and that it really helped her to understand how we do network marketing differently than what she'd been exposed to. So it's actually one of the things that you guys can do with your existing customers or your dormant distributors is the word I'm looking for, to reactivate them. Guide them through the classroom. Show them that there is another way to do Shaklee. They don't have to do it in the way that maybe they thought it had to be done, where it was very physical. We brought a lot of our team back to life from doing that. The tools in the Super Bundle can also help you train your team. And that's with the training center. So as you know, this is where we're recording, like we're archiving exactly what you're looking at now. So your people are able to get in front of high valuable content that's Shaklee specific, okay, for free. And that's important because once you sponsor somebody, you need to be able to plug them into some third-party tools so they can start learning on their own. So you can move on and find other people, and you're not having to do everything yourself, or it bogs you down. You know, you find 2 or 3 people, and then you can't sponsor any other new people because you're so busy trying to do everything for them, put everything in front of their face. And so you need to be able to say, here's a video, you know, go watch this. And then you get back with them. What did you think about the video? And that's where the coaching can fit in, but you need some tools for that. You'll also be able to do this from your laptop or tablet. So the benefits of the Super Bundle is you get all these tools and more for the best monthly price for life. So we basically packaged everything into one kit and caboodle, whereas before we used to offer these as separate pieces. But we found it just works better when everything is synergistically tied together. So you get special discounts on the products we offer. You can stay focused on prospecting while our team handles your email campaigns. You don't have to stitch together a bunch of tools. It's all in one. You don't have one thing over here and one thing over there. You can increase your PV and qualify for all the incentive trips, which is really, I mean, that's ultimately what you're after. And you also get live support. So we have a team that you can talk to on the phone or go through live chat using Zoom. So here's a quick recap. So you get the hub site. You get wellness-focused lead capture sites with ebooks, business-focused lead capture, a full featured email marketing system with 1,000 contacts, okay? You actually get double what we would normally offer at this plan. You get the Vitality for Life monthly newsletter that we'll write, design, and send for you, the Wellness Center that the newsletter connects into, the monthly webinars that we put on, and we put those PowerPoint presentations, by the way, in the file cabinet. So you could also do them yourself. If you'd rather not use ours, or you'd want to do one on your own time at a different time, then you can do that. You get the sponsoring system, the contact manager. Now I realize Shaklee is improving their contact manager, which is awesome. So you may wonder, well, what do you need this for? Well, there are going to be names that come at you through your prospecting that won't be in Shaklee, so you still need some place to see those. So we will have that, and you may choose to use ours versus theirs or whatever. It's there for you. And you'll also have access to our training center, discounts off other products and services, and then of course the live support that we give. So your first month new user onboarding fee includes 2 one-hour support calls with one of our expert success coaches. So that's what you're paying for in that first month, okay? And what they'll do is they will work with you to get your Shaklee contacts imported into your email marketing system and help you schedule your first campaign. They'll help you get oriented, set up your profile, and activate and set up your websites. So that's what it'll come with that, okay? They'll also help you get connected to the community. So this is actually our downline, Pamela Schmalling. She put on, I think, 20 directors is what she did when she was rocking and rolling. She's kind of taken a bit of she's on a cool down period, seeing her family, and after her husband passed, she's been reaping the benefits of what she was doing. But she had been with us for a while. She was one of those distributors that we kind of recharged and reactivated. She couldn't leave the home and was able to use our system, and she followed exactly what we taught her. And she just guided people through the classrooms every day. She reached out, just guided them through the classrooms. And she grew from 4,000 PV to over 30,000. So we know it works. The key is you got to work it. You got to put people through it. Now, if you get on the Super Bundle, you'll also get on the 1 free month on the premium plan of the 365 social marketing service, valued at $50. And we will actually post winning content for you on your social spaces, because we don't want you, focusing on prospect or digging up stuff for your fan page. We want you to be able to do a little bit of it, but we want the core of it to be handled from someone else so that you can focus on prospecting. So you'll get that for a month. All right, so next week, we're going to talk about how to connect and generate leads. And then after that, how to share and sponsor and how to build and multiply. I'm going to also give you guys just a little sneak peek at what's coming next week as well that we're going to talk about. And that is our brand new Networkers University, where you can learn the marketing and business skills you need to grow a 6-figure network marketing business without feeling lost or overwhelmed. So we've been researching and working on this for about a year, and we're now ready to launch it. So how it's going to be a little different is, before we've always just done the individual courses, and then that was it. It was like, bye, you guys are on your own. But what we've been noticing, and in our research, we've noticed other networkers or other big players doing this, like Eric Worre for one, where what they do is they bring you into a community and you're on a continual learning process. And so that's what has been getting the best results. So that's the way we're moving. Okay. And our next topic is going to be directional branding. So it's all about building a bond with prospects while moving them forward to the goals, and it keeps you top of mind with prospects and builds a bond with them. And we're going to teach you several key skills, like how to create Facebook Lives that work, then how to promote those videos with your fan page, how to use Facebook Messenger and Instagram, where this all connects. And again, it's all about that. It's all about building that bond with directional branding, and it's going to start Thursday, September 27th, and I'll be talking more about that next week. Here are some of the other topics that we will be covering in the university. So Instagram for network marketers, PowerPoint fundamentals, video marketing, Facebook marketing, customer retention 101, things like productivity and getting organized, internet and computer fundamentals. So we'll teach you how to prospect and manage your business using tools like productivity apps, lead capture sites, PowerPoint presentations, how to deal with Zoom events, email marketing, contact management, prospecting systems, graphic design applications for those interested in it, Gmail and other applications. So instead of you having to spend a big lump of money, every couple months when we roll out new courses, what we're doing is you'll have just your one intro fee, and then you'll just pay a small monthly subscription. And then you'll learn skills like warm market prospecting and marketing and traffic generation, follow-up and presenting, and team training and sponsoring, and just all this stuff. And who's interested in learning more about that? You will also get instant access to all of our existing classes, which would normally cost you several $1,000s to do. So we're going to just bundle it all in there, and we will be talking about that more next week. So come again next week. And here's our course library that as soon as you join, when we open the doors next week, okay, as soon as you join, you'll get instant access to every one of these classes that you see now, from the Blogging Academy, classified ads, email marketing, Facebook prospecting, web traffic, Pinterest Marketing Academy. You'll get instant access to all of that immediately. So you guys can get the recording. If you like what you saw, just go to the training center, go to yourfreedombudget.com, click on the training center, and you will be able to get the training center. You can see upcoming events beyond this here. Also, we've now changed the calendar, so it'll also show you when the newsletters are coming out. So that way it'll be easier for you guys. You won't have to ask us, hey, when's the next newsletter coming out? It'll be in your calendar. So that'll be helpful. It'll also let you know what emails are coming. We'll put that long in advance. You'll know what all the articles are. So you'll know what your content strategy is going to be long in advance, and it'll be inside your back office calendar. So, okay. You can click on the bell on the lower corner so you can sign up for notifications. If you cleared your cookies, you may have found that all of a sudden you're not getting any notifications anymore. Look for the bell. If it's a bright red again, click it again to get resubscribed. I was one of those where I wasn't seeing any notifications, so I just clicked my little bell again, and I'm back in business, because we want to make sure you guys are aware of that. So make sure that you view all of our products by clicking on the products page here, and we offer things like online tools, courses and coaching, marketing services, offline tools, and more. And make sure you join our 2 Facebook groups. Well, we've got several of them, but these are our 2 primary groups. One is for business tips. One is for free product posts. Join those groups if you could, so we can stay in touch and make sure we keep updating you guys. Post questions and comments in those groups. We love your contributions. And big thumbs up to Luis Willette, who is our #1 contributor to our YFP Facebook group. And if you guys watched my video the other day, I put in the top 10 of who are our top contributors. Anywhere you see a question mark, we'll get you to our help center. Make sure that you get help if you need it, okay? And then when you're in the help center, you can do things like book an appointment or visit our Facebook group or chat with an elf there. And I'd like actually you guys to do one more thing. I'm going to ask you guys if you could. I'm going to scoot over here, okay? And I'm going to jump on down here to Freedom Project. I'm going to give you guys this link. And actually, no, you know what? No, I'm going to give you this link. It's going to be the ME. Let me see if I got this right. 1 second. Because I'm going to teach you guys something. This is my setup for what I'm going to teach you guys to do, okay? So bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to grab the link there. Where did it go? I thought I saved it somewhere. And now I'm putting about it. It's a link for how I can send people to my Facebook fan page. It's basically what I'm trying to do is get you guys to message us at our fan page. And there is a quick link, and it's like m.me. There it is. There it is. I got it. Okay, I'm going to give you guys this. And then I want you to go in there now, if you could, please, and then just put in a message like hi, or, you know, I enjoyed tonight, or whatever, anything like that. If you could, I'd like you guys to go in there and message this, okay? Because we will be teaching you guys to do the same thing for your own fan pages, and I will be explaining next week or the following weeks why this matters. So click on that, send us a message to our fan page, and we will reply and say we love you or something like that. And don't worry, Pat, we already had you guys in mind. For those of you who already bought many of these courses, yep, we had you in mind. And that's why the first piece of this, Pat, is brand new content that you've never paid for before. So it'll be just like the way you normally have bought courses, but then you got everything. So we made sure that we definitely thought of you guys. So just click the link, and I'll click it. Let me see here. 1 sec. I'll click it on my end. And I just want to make sure I'm coming to the right place here. Yeah, so when you click it, it'll take you right into your messenger, okay? And then you can go ahead and send us a message. All right, so with that, folks, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I'm just going to turn on my camera so I can give you guys a big wave. And hopefully you guys got some value with this. Next week, we're going to dive deeper, again, into the path to success. And, well, we're just going to make it happen now. So we're wishing, what link? Oh, didn't I give you the, oh, you know what? Sorry, I sent it to Elaine only. Here I'm telling you guys how to do something, and I didn't send it to anybody else. Silly me. There it is. There it is. And also, Anne, did you guys give out the Super Bundle link already? I don't see it. Is Anne there? Is somebody, or Elaine? Seems nobody's given up the Super Bundle link. Oh, can you give it one more time? It seems like it just is not here. Or maybe it went to the wrong people or something like that. Yeah, sorry, gang. You're all saying no link, and there we go. Thank you, Elaine. I see it now. That's for the Super Bundle. And Mary, no, I need you to, no, Mary. Okay, well, too late. No, Mary. No Networkers Academy. It's not ready till next week, okay? Well, those of you that click on it anyways, at least it wasn't tested, and it'll be renamed to Networkers University. So that's part of the reason that I'm pausing it. So, okay, so I wasn't able to tell Anne, our marketing team, early this morning, but no worries. Okay, so that's it. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.